Did you guys miss me? Miss you too. So previously I gave you guys a 21-day blueprint on how to create a YouTube thumbnail generator business on Fiverr that is completely automated from start to finish, from the programs that you need to install and use all the way down to prompts and building out your actual Fiverr profile and how to get clients for that business. And I had mentioned that there is a second version to that, which is a little bit more advanced. So I'm going to show you guys that advanced workflow today. Not only am I going to show you the workflow live from start to finish, I'm also going to show you my honest opinion on the quality of how it comes out and how it runs, if it's worth it financially. Also compare it to other tools that can be used that may cost money or free alternatives that you can use to create your own and have fun with it if you decide to build out something similar. I'm not going to take up too much time. I'm just going to show you guys a little things that I did differently. Then I'm going to run the workflow and we'll talk about it after and see results. I'll also compare it to a couple different other examples that came from different image generator models. One of them being Flux.1 and the other one being GPT Image. So you can see I'm running Claude Code over in VS Code, which I like because I'm able to see the files and what Claude is working in and what I have inside of it. It's just a little bit more visually appealing for me instead of Claude Code just working behind the scenes and me not seeing anything. And then on the right, we have our advanced ComfyUI image generating workflow next to our basic one. This is the first one that I had created, which is still the foundation of the advanced one. We have all these same nodes. We just added a couple different ones. The added nodes are AP adapter nodes. I'm able to take a client's face and reference it within the thumbnail. An advanced text overlay. So I'm able to add text within the first pass as well. So that is what the full advanced workflow looks like. Another thing that's different is we were having a client fill out the questions directly on Fiverr. The email that you got with the information to generate the prompt was cut out. It was short. It wasn't detailed enough and I wasn't able to see full answers. And I was also not able to receive the photo file that is uploaded within the client briefing for creating a YouTube thumbnail either. So the workaround around that, I removed all of the questions on Fiverr and I ended up just creating a tally.so form. So when a client puts in an order, I'll get an email saying that the order is put in, and also they will receive only one question that they have to fill out and answer, and it's just to say that they finished filling out this tally form. So I'm gonna fill this out so we can actually see the workflow in action, but I doubt you wanna see me fill this whole thing out, so I'll be right back once it is. Okay, so we have the registration form done. I'm gonna let Claude know to run the workflow. I kind of let it know that we're doing a live demo just so it could also walk us through what it's doing and put it on the screen so it's easier to follow and keep along with the whole pipeline and the process. And we're going to press go. During this time, basically it's finding the tally information and taking that to then send to Claude to create a prompt. With the prompt that's created, it's going to be sent over to ComfyUI along with the reference photo that's uploaded and start generating that YouTube thumbnail. After each one, it is sent back to Claude Vision for a quality check. If it passes the quality check, then we'll stop with the first generation. But if it fails the quality check, then it goes back in and tries again. And it does this up to 3 times. Oh, hey, look, it's actually explaining it right here. So I could shut the hell up. So you can see that we have one active over here in ComfyUI generating the thumbnail. Pipeline finished successfully. I also have a notification on the iPad letting me know. I have an email right here saying ready to send. For the capabilities of Juggernaut, which is the AI model, it is passing the quality check. Realistically, this is mediocre at best for a YouTube thumbnail, and this is where I ran into a problem when it comes to generating thumbnails for free. My idea is obviously a better AI model. I mean, there's no other option to keep it as automated as possible. You do need something that's going to work with very little work on your end. With that being said, I use the same exact prompt and the same exact details and 2 other AI models, one of them being ChatGPT, which of course is like a no-brainer when it comes to quality. It took the exact photo, took the exact girl, created the full scene for the YouTube, and then added a graphic design text inside the photo. So not layered on top, not just regular text thrown on top. And then tried to also use Flux, and I mean, this is terrible. So obviously you can't do anything with that. So, but I did want to show you guys because I'm not sure if you use Flux. Let me know what you use Flux for, and if you have some actual good examples, I'd always love to see. You can always show me any of your AI creations in the Discord that I have linked down below. But anyways, then another option that we came up with is making text, graphic text through HTML/CSS and then layering that over the photo, which does look 5 times better than this right here. But at the same time, it's just not as customizable as having an actual graphic design style inside the photo created by AI. It's just an overlay. So at this point, the question becomes, how do we make a thumbnail like this using the same process as this? To be completely honest, I came up with one answer. You have to use the ChatGPT image generation node in your ComfyUI workflow, which unfortunately costs money. There might be better ways to tweak the workflow within ComfyUI, maybe that I'm missing. In reality, I do not think it's absolutely possible to get the GPT quality from any other model at this point, you know, especially for free. I use ChatGPT and I pay for it. My goal was to try and come up with something for the public that they can use for free and start from there, at least like a foundation to just start with and then play around with, because there's so many different things that you can do within ComfyUI. It's pretty unlimited. That maybe there is a way that I just haven't found. So let's go over my final thoughts and what the workflow is in totality, if it's worth it, etc. Here is the entire workflow, as ethical and as automated as possible while still staying in the guidelines of Fiverr's terms of service. So we submit order, check for order, generate thumbnail, review quality, passes quality check, save order, sends email, send to client. This is the only manual step in the whole process that is done. In reality, it is still completely automated. I think it's the safest and the best decision to do it this way. But if you want to work around that, you can. I just would do this for quality reasons. Back to the quality of the thumbnail, I showed you guys a couple examples of how they come out with GPT image generations, text to image generations. They come out 1,000,000 times better. So I do think it's worth paying for a OpenAI subscription rather than trying to do the free version if you really want high quality YouTube thumbnails. I think it's worth building out and trying if you just like new projects, and also to learn ComfyUI like I did. This was the first ComfyUI project that I gave myself, and I really did learn a lot on different ways to use AI, on prompt making, on nodes, and just workflows in general, and the capabilities that ComfyUI actually has. I was able to see firsthand by giving myself a project. And something that I'm learning is within the AI space, you're only going to learn if you do. I would definitely recommend building this out, just downloading the PDF to even give you some step-by-steps on the things that you can use, even learning NaN if you want to still learn NaN. I skipped over that step after realizing I could just run everything in Claude Code and locally. Back to if it's actually worth making the Fiverr gig for YouTube thumbnails. I think it is an oversaturated niche right now, especially with the explosion of AI and the capabilities that it has. As you can see, the ones that I made are really good. Even the ones that I use on my own YouTube are from GPT. But everybody always needs thumbnails, and there's a bunch of people that do not give two shits to learn about AI, and a lot of older people within business that just rather pay somebody to get something done. You'll still make money. It's passive. It's something that you don't have to worry about that much, other than literally checking your phone, looking at something, sending over a message, and closing your phone, which will literally take you probably 2 to 5 minutes at most out of your day. Once Fiverr actually starts seeing traction on your page and you do actually market it, if you have time to market your actual gig and find clients at first, whether that's from paying for ads or just getting out there, I actually added a couple ways within the PDF that you can implement to get your Fiverr gig seen more. Once that happens, it absolutely is worth it just for the extra passive money, whether it's $1,000 extra in a month or $500 to $2,000 to $2,500, whatever. I would say a base between like $500 to probably $2,500, $3,000 a month extra. Who wouldn't want that? For very little time out of your day, and absolutely really no mental or emotional energy used within the process, I would say it's a win. This is pretty much 1/4 of my AI agent ecosystem that I'm making, where basically it's going to be 4 different quarters that are fully automated, and they're making me passive income while I pretty much sit back and do other things with my life. That will eventually actually turn into like a visual of little characters moving in each corner and kind of like a video game setup. And I'm doing that strictly for my own fascination. I love cute things and aesthetically pleasing things, so why not when AI is literally giving you the tools to build anything you want? Not only shows the AI agents working, but also shows my income that each of the quarters are making and how I'm doing each month. So that is the goal for these little projects that I'm working on. The PDF link is on my YouTube channel, which you can go get absolutely for free. If you feel like leaving a little tip, that's cool too, but it is absolutely free. And also, if you would like the JSON file for the YouTube generation advanced workflow that I showed you in ComfyUI, I will send that over to you as well. So you could just plug that in and get the full setup without having to look up each node one by one. If you want that, comment send and I'll get that over to you. I hope you learned something in this video. I hope it was entertaining. If you like this video and you also are interested in the AI agent ecosystem that I'm building and the visual that I'm creating to go along with it, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. That will also help motivate me to actually edit/record/post, because I work in silence a lot. For now, editing is so annoying. So give me the motivation by giving me a subscribe and a thumbs up. That's all I'm asking for. Anyways, peace. I'm out. Hope this was useful.